Hello students, welcome to this video on equilibrium. In this video, you will be introduced to the concept of equilibrium and you will learn about some physical equilibrium processes. What is equilibrium? Equilibrium plays a critical role in real-world processes, from oxygen transport in blood through hemoglobin to the toxicity of carbon monoxide. Equilibria aren't just for chemistry, they shape biology, industry, and the environment too. Imagine a closed container with a liquid inside. As time passes, molecules from the liquid evaporate and become vapor, while others condense back into liquid. Eventually, these two processes balance out. This is called dynamic equilibrium, where vapor pressure stabilizes. Although molecules continue to move microscopically, the system appears macroscopically unchanged because the rate of evaporation equals the rate of condensation. The double arrow shows that both forward and reverse processes occur simultaneously. At equilibrium, the mixture of liquid and vapor stays constant, even though molecular movement continues. It is important to note that chemical equilibrium is dynamic. The reactant concentrations decrease while product concentrations increase until forward and reverse reaction rates become equal. Reactions may progress almost to completion, barely proceed, or stabilize at intermediate points depending on conditions. Equilibrium can be shifted by changing conditions such as concentration and temperature, a principle extensively applied in laboratories and industry to optimize desired outcomes. Equilibrium in physical processes. Equilibrium in physical processes occurs when opposing physical changes happen at equal rates in a closed system under constant conditions. While molecules continue moving, physical properties like temperature and pressure remain constant. Types of equilibrium in physical processes include solid in equilibrium with liquid, liquid in equilibrium with gas, and solid in equilibrium with gas. Solid-liquid equilibrium. An example is ice in equilibrium with water at 273 Kelvin and 1 atmosphere pressure. At the melting point, ice and water coexist in equilibrium where the rate of melting equals the rate of freezing. This dynamic balance maintains a constant proportion of both phases. It can be inferred that melting rate equals freezing rate. Melting point is the temperature at which both phases coexist. System appears static but molecular exchange continues. Liquid-vapor equilibrium. Let's consider an experiment. A transparent box is filled with dry air and set up with a U-tube manometer. A watch glass containing water is placed inside. Water begins to evaporate, increasing vapor pressure and shifting the mercury in the manometer. As vapor accumulates, condensation starts. Eventually, the rate of evaporation equals the rate of condensation. This is dynamic equilibrium. This stable pressure is called equilibrium vapor pressure. Volatile liquids, such as acetone and ether, have higher vapor pressures and lower boiling points. At 1.013 bar, the normal boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. At higher altitudes, the boiling point is lower due to decreased pressure. In an open system, vapor escapes, so equilibrium cannot be established. Solid-vapor equilibrium. Let's take iodine as an example. In a closed container, solid iodine sublimes, turning directly into vapor. At the same time, vapor molecules condense back into solid iodine, reaching a dynamic equilibrium. Other examples of solid-vapor equilibrium include camphor solid in equilibrium with camphor vapor, ammonium chloride solid in equilibrium with ammonium chloride vapor. Though it appears static, the system is in constant molecular exchange. We know from our experience that we can dissolve only a limited amount of salt or sugar in a given amount of water at room temperature. If we make a thick sugar syrup solution by dissolving sugar at a higher temperature, sugar crystals separate out if we cool the syrup to the room temperature. We call it a saturated solution when no more of solute can be dissolved in it at a given temperature. The concentration of the solute in a saturated solution depends upon the temperature. In a saturated solution, a dynamic equilibrium exists between the solute molecules in the solid state and in the solution, and the rate of dissolution of sugar is equal to rate of crystallization of sugar. Equilibrium involving dissolution. There are two main types: solid and liquid, such as a saturated sugar solution. Here, the rate of dissolution equals the rate of crystallization. Crystals remain visible, but the solution stays saturated. Gas and liquid, such as carbon dioxide in soda water under pressure. This follows Henry's law, which states that the solubility of a gas is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas above the liquid. As temperature increases, solubility decreases. General characteristics of physical equilibria. Equilibrium is possible only in a closed system at a given temperature. Both the opposing processes occur at the same rate and there is a dynamic but stable condition. All measurable properties of the system remain constant. When equilibrium is attained for a physical process, it is characterized by constant value of one of its parameters at a given temperature. The magnitude of such quantities at any stage indicates the extent to which the physical process has proceeded before reaching equilibrium. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev to ensure you score well in your exams. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for NEET. Thank you.